Welcome to the show, boys and girls. On today's show, a 12-foot Florida murder log tries to eat our 10-foot John boat with us inside of it.
I was telling Izzy that we'd done this 100 times and we were completely safe and everything, and I believed it right until the gator bit a hole in the boat.
We're also going to be finishing that bow fishing boat that we started on last week and hopefully shooting some fish out of it. We might even go hunt down some frogs with a pistol. It might get weird, but it's going to be fun. Hit it, Charlie.
Well, I'm mean as gravel, I'm poor as dirt, and I like things better the way they were. Well, I'm strong in the head, but I get things done. I spend too much money to have a little fun. Come on. I ain't changing, I'm a stubborn man. So can you love me like I am? Can you love me, baby, like I am? Yeah.
Last week on the show, we started fabricating what is going to be one of the baddest bow fishing boats on the planet.
And I guess probably even wrap the cow and maybe the motor in that the new Realtree timber.
As well as we started the prototypes for Red Arrow weapons, which we're really excited about. The goal of Red Arrow weapons from day one, a gun that came right out of the box, that was accurate, had a sweet trigger in it, it was ready to use, it was American made, quality AR-15, whether it's hunting application, self-defense, tactical shooting, or just sport shooting. That's the gun that we wanted to provide to our viewers and beyond. We lost my mother.
Hey y'all, we have a little problem. I have been separated from the group.
The main thing that we did that was super exciting last week was we tried to go out and get Danny his first hog. All he knows is there's a big black hog barreling out right to where he can get a perfect broadside shot at it. This is gonna be my first bow kill, man. It's gonna be on Red Arrow TV. I'm helping the team out, and all of a sudden, it just so happens that that was the same hog that I heart shot just a couple seconds ago. Up until now, my kids have been roughing it back at the beach house. I figured I better go snatch them up because I didn't want to spoil them too bad. We need to keep it country around here and go kill some gators. When you want to kill some gators, you call the Brooks brothers. Me and old Ho-Ho go way back. Now, Ho-Ho got that nickname because he lives in Christmas, Florida, but when you're talking about alligators, there's nobody else that knows more or knows how to get them hooked and shot better than old Ho-Ho does. I was excited about the kids being able to go stomp around these waterways and get a chance to maybe pull in a big old gator and shoot it. The way we're going to be getting these gators today is hook and line. We're going to be hand lining them in to a point where you can get a shot at them with a .22 Magnum. First up to bat on this hunt is little Izzy.
If he takes off, turn that sucker back around your finger.
There you go. Here he comes, see him over there? Where the sticks are moving.
Izzy at the time was only 8 years old, and you can tell she's a little apprehensive about trying to get near this 7 or 8 foot alligator.
No.
At this point in time, back in 2019, Izzy was only 8 years old, and this was going to be her first big game animal.
I was a little scared when we first went up to it.
You going closer? You're okay, Izzy. Okay. There you go.
There you go. Good shot. Good job.
Nice. Good job. Was your heart beating fast? Great day.
Good job.
Ever, yeah.
Let's move to Florida.
Let's move to Florida.
That wasn't too bad of a hunt, huh?
There he is. Swim out there and tackle him. Got you a gator.
Good job, Dad.
Oh, we got more hooks to check, bud.
There you go.
Addie's dying to get her one, Daddy.
Awesome.
I use SKB because, unfortunately, I'm not the only one that handles my gear. Like the baggage handler that might have done one bong rip too many on his lunch break.
Sorry, bro.
Or that frayed bungee cord you're hoping makes it through one more season. SKB, the world's best cases. So we get to the second line, and Addie's really excited. It's her turn to shoot. She's got the 22 mag, and we're getting down in there, pulling this line in, and I realize real quick, this ain't no 7-footer.
What we'll try to do is just get his head out where we can get a shot at behind that skull, like where it was on Izzy. He's a little stouter. He's a little bit stouter, bigger gator. He's a little better. I mean, they all feel big underwater. He's not bad.
It was a little bit intimidating when I saw it start rolling around and you pulling it in. I was, what, 11 or so? And seeing a huge old gator rolling around 2 feet from my foot, I was a little worried. You can see I started climbing up the bank, like trying to scoop my way up.
You're okay, baby. He's a little bigger.
You need help? You got it.
I got it. See, what we'll do is we'll get him right up where you can shoot him in the back of the head. Just don't shoot that string.
This was a pretty good sized gator, and he was not going quietly.
You're okay, baby.
We were trying to get this gator at an angle where Addie could get a shot at him, but with the bank being the way it was and where we were positioned, it was getting a little bit dangerous. So instead of pulling the gator into the bank where he'd be all up under our feet, I decided I was just going to get his head up a ways out in the water where Addie could get a shot right in his eyeball and hopefully get in there to the brain.
There you go. There you go.
Right in the eyeball.
Addie is over the moon. She just killed a 10-foot plus alligator.
Yeah. What do you say? What'd you think when that thing was splashing around in front of you? You look scared.
Wow.
What, baby?
I can see a big fat chin.
No, he's a little older.
Izzy, I could tell, although happy with her gator, was just a little bit jealous.
Hello. Not mine.
Huh?
Not me.
What? What are you grinning for?
I was a little jealous when she shot it.
You were jealous?
Yeah.
It's just luck of the draw who gets to shoot the bigger one because you never know what's on the line. Your turn next.
And since my son Cade was a little too young to be participating, he was more of our observer at this point because he was only 3 years old at the time.
Do you want to get one? Okay. Let's see if there's one on the line here.
It's probably a 16-footer, Chief. Farewell and adieu to fair Spanish ladies. Jaws.
For this particular hook set, we got to paddle out in this 10-foot John boat to go check this cork. In this case, they put a piece of foam with the goat lung and the hook on it and then attach that line to a jug, so the gator's got to come up and get it off the foam. So the boat was going to be overloaded, so I had my cameraman Lucas stay back on the shore and film us from there, and I just took a GoPro with me. We're paddling out there, and I'm thinking, well, maybe she'll get an 8-footer, 9-footer, or something that, you know, a little bigger than the first one she got. Then it kind of dawned on me for just a split second that we could get a large gator, and we are in a 10-foot John boat. There's 3 guys and an 8-year-old in a 10-foot John boat, about to go pull who knows what size gator out of the water. Should be fine. Should be fine. Nothing could go wrong.
I'm gonna try to pull him to the side and shoot him, okay? It feels like a good one, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I can already feel Izzy kind of tensing up. I think the gravity of the situation is already starting to worry her a little bit.
I was scared of maybe flipping over or falling out of the boat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, there goes the big one. Look at that. They're throwing a wake.
We are now effectively skiing behind a 12 or 13 foot alligator.
Sorry, baby. Izzy, it's okay. We're fine.
Izzy, all right, we got it. We got it.
Everybody had the same reaction. It was like, whoa. This was an exceptional gator. This was a 12 foot plus. This was a 12 or 13 foot alligator. We saw that head come up to the surface, and all I could think of was Sheriff Brody from the movie Jaws. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Rip Gamble's here for limited range hanging system. You simply take your hanging system, place it on the wall, grab your deer. Is that thing sturdy? Shoot, yeah, it's sturdy. Man, I think I'm gonna just stick with full range.
Oh, there goes a big one. Look at that. They're throwing a wake.
Everybody had the same reaction. It was like, whoa. This was an exceptional gator. This was a 12 foot plus. This was a 12 or 13 foot alligator. Izzy was terrified. Bobby and I had a moderate amount of concern. And Ho-Ho's back there laughing his head off. He might have done this a time or 12.
Sit back here with Mr. Ho-Ho.
Here, sit back here. Sit right here. There you go.
Hang on to him.
You can hang on to me. You're good. See him throw water. Watch him throw water. Watch.
So the gator death rolls and smashes into the side of the boat, bites it. It crushed it like a beer can. 2 of the gator's teeth on the bottom went through the boat, and 1 or 2 went through the boat on the side. So now we've got a handful of holes in this boat. The gator's biting it and biting it and biting it. Then he goes back down for another dive and starts pulling the boat around. Now the boat's sinking, there's water coming in everywhere, and the gator still doesn't have any bullets in him.
When the alligator started thrashing and pulling the boat and eating the boat, I got really scared because I thought we were gonna, I knew we were gonna be okay, but I kind of thought that we might die.
All right, kick another one in here.
Daddy.
It's all right, baby. We got him now. Hold on, Bob. Another one down in the water.
Hold your ears.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You see that alligator? That big old alligator.
Hey, I know that was scary, but I promise you, look, we had you the whole time. You were the first priority.
It seemed like those 2 rounds did the trick. The gator got pretty quiet. And now the biggest problem that we got is we got a bunch of holes in the boat, and other gators are starting to pop up all in the pond, and now our boat is sinking. So as we're sinking, we tie the gator off and start blowing out rotator cuffs, paddling for shore.
Here we got super sketchy. Izzy did so good. All right, now run to the front. Izzy did good, man. She was brave. Oh my gosh. Izzy, you good? It's all right. You're okay.
Think there was water in the boat?
I mean, a darn jarmer, son.
Huh?
What? Bit a hole in the freaking boat.
See it again?
Yeah, bit a hole in the boat. I was telling Izzy that we'd done this 100 times and we were completely safe and everything, and I believed it right until the gator bit a hole in the boat. That's a stud. Oh my gracious. Dude, that was sketchy. Woo! Look at that freaking gator.
Is he older than us?
He's older than all of us.
Even you?
Even me. You saw this white tooth come through the boat, and water started coming in the boat, and he went, I bit into it twice. That's when it got hairy, dude. Thank you, dude. That was awesome, man. That was fun. Yeah, that was freaking awesome.
I got kids on the next boat ride.
Okay.
You talking about a day that the kids will remember for the rest of their lives, especially Izzy. We had a ball. We killed 3 gators. It was awesome. We didn't lose any fingers.
I survived spring break 2019.
We didn't sink the boat. We got back in one piece. It was a great day. For all your formal wear needs, go to RedArrowTV.com. So the plan was to head from Florida to see my buddy Chad up in Maryland. We were going to hit up the Potomac River and try to shoot some fish out of the brand new bow fishing boat. The Potomac River's got a lot of historical significance. It means a whole lot to patriots like myself because it's where George Washington showed the rest of the world that if you're a tyrant, we will and don't mind crossing a frozen river in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve just to kill you. We roll into town and the plan is to go bow fishing the next night. But I had a brand new .22 pistol in the truck that I was just dying to try out. So we decided to head out and bring home some dinner.
Get out. Hey, don't eat that. Don't eat that turd, Kent. Get out of there, quick. Got him. That's awesome. I stone cold killed him, son. A shot. Yeah, he ain't bad. Good one. That's an eating size one anyway, isn't it? That's what I'm talking about. That sounds like we'll get a little more meat. I'm not paid to say this, but that's a bad little pistol.
Yeah.
Now, some of y'all might flinch at eating frogs for dinner, but I'm telling you what, if you've never had some fried frog legs done the right way, Lord have mercy, son. So here's what happened on one of the weirdest bow fishing trips I've ever been on. Chad's buddy, who was showing us where this boat landing was, told us nobody ever comes down here. In all the years that I've been parking my truck here and bow fishing, nobody's ever bothered anything. Nobody's ever even here. So we don't get a good start to the trip. When we first get there, the motor won't crank because one of the batteries was dead due to the fact that somebody left the switch on. We get that all straightened out, we get the motor cranked, and we're underway.
All right, I'm afraid to even say anything. I'm gonna be like, all right, we're out here, and the trolling motor's gonna snap in half, and the boat's gonna sink or something. All right, this is a bow fishing boat. We do have a fish in the boat, finally.
We're starting to see fish, and then all of a sudden, our generator dies. So because the generator died and we're having electrical problems in the boat, we're coming back in under trolling motor power in complete darkness. So we are coming in silent and invisible. So in the parking lot, right beside my truck, where I was told nobody ever comes, is two individuals. I'm not gonna say they were crackheads, but they sounded like crackheads. They had all the telltale signs and voice inflections of crackheads. So we hear cussing and yelling back and forth, and then all of a sudden you hear the distinct sound of a 40-ounce malt liquor bottle getting bounced off of somebody's head. And you hear this voice say, "I love you and everything, but I can't have you be bouncing bottles off my head." So we are silently motoring into a dock where all of this is going down. I mean, that's the kind of stories that at the end of the day, you're really going to be telling your grandkids, not the time you had a mediocre bow fishing night and you shot a few fish and came back in without much memorable happening. No, you're going to tell them about the time that you heard a crackhead get in a fight in the parking lot and bounce a bottle off the other crackhead's head. I know the show was crazy this week, but what other show is going to bring you this variety of stuff? We created a gun company. We designed and built a custom bow fishing boat. We almost got killed and eaten by alligators. Then we went and shot Maryland frogs in the face, heard crackheads fight in the parking lot, and we shot some fish with a bow fishing boat. Where are you gonna get that kind of variety? Only on Red Arrow. Y'all don't forget to stop by the online store, pick you up some Red Arrow hats, t-shirts, all kind of swag, because I need money, quite frankly, for boat parts and self-defense lessons against crackheads in dark parking lots. So We'll see y'all next week on the show.